Yo, what's up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my Week 6 NFL predictions. If you guys can, please please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And comment down below what you guys' favorite team is and tell me what team you think will bring the Super Bowl home. All right? Now, really quick on, I want to say a few things about football. So yeah, first one is, a lot of people ask me all the time, how do you have a good record? How do you have more wins and more losses? All I can tell you is watch my videos. All right. I am the best picker in the NFL. That is a fan. All right. As you guys can see, 49-27. A lot of people might think that's not that good. Real fans know that's a really good record. I know other people out there that subscribe to me, that does follow me, and that does talk to me in person. Their record is 40 and like 27 wins. Now, let me point this out to everybody. If you want to have really good weeks or really good games or really good picks, go ahead and tap into my channel. All right? So I just want to say thank you to everybody that does watch, that does follow, and that does support the channel. We will be starting basketball content here in a few weeks, October 21st. I have a lot of comments on the NBA this season. So yeah, you guys already know how I am about the NBA. I'm speaking my real voice out to everybody. I'm not ashamed in person or on camera. At the end of the day, I like doing predictions for NBA and NFL and gaming content. All right. So at the end of the day, please, guys, all you guys got to do is please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Please, and thank you to everybody that does follow. All right. Now, really quick, yesterday or last week, the Bears, the Vikings had a bye week. All right. And I'm pretty sure there was another team in there. This week, we have the Vikings and Texans have a bye week. So those are the two teams that will not be playing this week. So yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and begin. You got Jalen Hurts and the Eagles versus Jackson Dart and the Saints, or the Giants, my bad, not the Saints, the Giants. First one I want to talk about Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. You had one job to do, and that was to win. Let me point this out to the Eagles. You guys were up 17-3, and you guys lost 17-19, 17-20. Let me point this out. Eagles, I was right. People were saying, oh, you're wrong, Savage. Oh, you're wrong, 23. How am I wrong? Was I wrong about saying that the Eagles, if they don't do good in the second half, they'll choke and they'll lose a game? Or was I wrong on the Eagles will not beat the Broncos? Or the Broncos beating the Eagles? My bad. Now, this is, don't want to say in jeopardy moment for the Chargers and Broncos. But this is a pivotal moment right now for the AFC because the Broncos won, the Chargers lost, the Eagles lost the game. My friend was literally bothering me when this game was over. He was telling me, he was like, I told you we're going to beat the Eagles. I told you. We beat the Chargers and we beat the Eagles back-to-back weeks. Now, let me tell you this. The Eagles are going to struggle this season, and it's not going to be a great game for the Eagles if they struggle. Broncos. I talked a few negativity here and there about you guys, but at the end of the day, you guys are still pulling it through. But yeah, great game by Bo Nix and the Broncos for beating the Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. What a disappointing game. But other than that, let's go ahead and get to this game. Now, this is going against my other friend that is a Giants fan. Jackson Dart and the Saints, or Jackson Dart and the Giants. I don't know why I keep saying the Saints. But you guys did play the Saints this past week. You guys lost to Spencer Rattler. I don't know what's worse, losing to a Saints team that was 0-4 or losing to an undefeated Chargers team that was 3-0. I don't know what's worse. But in my eyes, I'll say losing to a Saints team that's 0-4 is worse than losing to a team that's 3-0. So, choose your side. Choose which one is worse. You guys go ahead and tell me in the comments. The Saints, let me say this loud and clear. Whoever tuned into that game, that was probably the worst game ever. I think the final score was like 26-7. Now, don't quote me on that because I didn't watch that game. I did watch the highlights, but I kind of forgot. But at the end of the day, that was a terrible game. But other than that, well, do I think this is going to be a great game? Absolutely. Now, I swear, if Jackson Dart beats Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are struggling this season. I'm sorry. We're in week 6. Can you guys believe that we're a month in the NFL season? Man, time flies. It felt like 2 weeks ago football started. But anyways, go ahead and give me Jalen Hurts and the Eagles to win this game. If the Eagles lose this game, what a shame. What a terrible, terrible, terrible shame that you lost in this game. There ain't no way you're going to lose to the Giants. The Saints beat the Giants. The Chargers lost to the Giants. So if you go out here and lose to the Giants, Jalen Hurts, if I were you, I'd be worried for my season. I don't care if it's week 6, week 1. I don't care what it is. You got to be worried about your week for this game. All right, but anyways, go ahead and give me Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. This is Thursday night game. All right, you got this game here. You got Bo Nix and the Broncos versus Justin Fields and the Jets. Now, first off, if I'm correct, I think the Jets had a bye week too. So they're good. They're having a rest. I think they're going to lose this game regardless. The Broncos played an amazing game against the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know how you come back from a 3-17 lead and win the game by 17-19. I really don't know. Anything can happen on a crazy week, right? And that's what happened for the Broncos. Go ahead and give me Bo Nix and the Broncos to win this game. I think they're going to embarrass the Jets. This game is out of the state, so this will be, I think, played in Brazil, if I'm correct. But yeah, other than that, this will not be a great game. This will not be a fun game. So go ahead and give me Bo Nix and the Broncos. All right, let's go to this game. Wow. Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Wow, what an amazing game between the Jags and the Chiefs. Let me point this out to everybody. Trevor Lawrence, you played an amazing game. Everybody was telling me this past week, you're crazy for going for the Jags. You're crazy. Why would you go for the Jags? Well, first off, you guys know how much I hate the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, by the way, you guys suck. My homies, I don't know what you're doing this season, but you're not becoming my homies that we know in past seasons. You had Trevor Lawrence beat you. What an amazing game, by the way, by the Jags and the Chiefs. This is going to be a great game. You got Sam Darnold, if I'm correct. Also, I think Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks, if I'm correct, had a bye week also. If I'm wrong on that, quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they had a bye week. But other than that, this will be a great game. A lot of people are saying that the Jags are not that good this season. I don't know why. I think the Jags are doing amazing. Go ahead and give me Trevor Lawrence and the Jags to beat Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. So yeah, it's going to be a great game. I'll be tuning into that one. All right, you got this game here. First off, the Chargers made a move yesterday. I didn't want to make a video on that because I really didn't care. If anything, they fixed their defense. They don't need to fix their defense. They needed to fix their offense. Justin Herbert kept on getting sacked after sacked after sacked against their opponent. Let me point this out. Chargers fans. I'm one of them, unfortunately. It's a depressing time for me. Might as well say our season is over. Now, I know we're in week 6. I don't care. You lost to the Broncos. What makes you think you're going to beat the Dolphins? No Tyreek Hill, but you know who else you got to go against? Jalen Waddle. You know, I wouldn't sit here and lie to you guys. I would say the honest truth. I'm more worried for the Chargers game today than I am worried for the end of the season to see where they end up. Because the Dolphins are not good also. If you guys saw what they did in their few games, it's not good also. I'll be very shocked if this game ends up like the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys game. 2 overtimes, and it ends up as a draw. I wouldn't be surprised because both of these two teams are terrible. And by the way, hey, Jim Harbaugh, whatever you want to say, I have a few quarterbacks in mind for you. We can move on from Herbert. I know you signed him I know the Chargers signed him for a contract. I think that's a waste of time and a waste of money. Herbert is not a clutch quarterback. You know, the more people tell me that Justin Herbert's in their top 5, the more that I want to jump off of a mountain. That is how much I hate Justin Herbert. He is not a clutch quarterback. He will never be in a clutch quarterback talks. And all these reporters, these announcers, these talk co-hosts, you can stop lying to your fans. You can stop lying to the media. Justin Herbert is a terrible quarterback. I know I came into the season all hyped, 3-0. Oh, we're going to be good this season. The more that I looked into it, the more that I've said Justin Herbert is not a right guy for the Chargers. But, so we're talking about Loa and the Dolphins. You guys did lose an important piece inside of your team, and that is Tyreek Hill. We will not be seeing Tyreek Hill this season. He is done for the remainder of the season, and he might be done for the Dolphins. There's a small hit in there. He might go to the Jags. Hey, I'll be shocked if he goes to the Jags with Trevor Lawrence. Hey, it'll be great. But go ahead and give me Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers to win this game. If the Chargers lose this game, don't be shocked of me coming on here being crazy. All right? You heard it here first. All right? If the Chargers lose this game, don't be surprised for me to come on here and be crazy. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, go ahead and give me the Los Angeles Chargers and Herbert. You got this game here. You got no more Joe Flacco. You got the Browns versus the Steelers. You got Aaron Rodgers versus the Steelers for the Browns. So since Joe Flacco, I wanted to mention this on my video when I made it. Since they moved on from Joe Flacco, can we possibly see Shedeur Sanders? Now again, I don't want to sit here and get Browns fans happy. But if Shedeur Sanders, as everybody says, he's an amazing quarterback, what he did at Colorado, put him as a QB for the Browns. You have Dillon Gabriel for the Cleveland Browns now. Now, I don't know much about Dillon Gabriel, but I know a lot about Shedeur. I watched a lot of Shedeur Sanders in college. And if you guys say that he's really good, let me see Shedeur this week. But unfortunately, they're not going to start him. They're not even going to put him in. And I want to point this out to everybody that is a fan of the NBA and NFL. Just because your father was good in the NBA or NFL, and they let your son in the NBA or NFL, doesn't mean that your son's going to have the same genes as you. All right? The reason why Shedeur is not in here is because everybody thinks that Shedeur is not good. I'm not saying he's good because of his dad. I just think he's good in general. And a lot of people are going to say you're crazy for saying Shedeur is good or bad. Let me see what he does on the field, then we'll talk. I saw him in college. I haven't seen him in an NFL game. I saw him in preseason. Preseason don't matter. I want to see him in an actual game. But Dillon Gabriel will be playing his first time for the Cleveland Browns. I have no faith in this team. This team is done. Go ahead and give me Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game. They did have a bye week also, so go ahead and give me Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers to win this game. All right, you got this game here. You got Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowgirls versus Carolina Panthers. I'll be very shocked if Carolina wins this game because they did win their few games. But go ahead and give me Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowgirls to win this game. I'll be very shocked if they actually do lose this game. So, yeah. This will not be a great game. This will not be a fun game. Go ahead and give me Dak Prescott and the Cowgirls to win this game. You got this game here. Unfortunate news. Lamar Jackson will not be playing in this game. Be very happy if he did. But the Rams did lose against the 49ers Thursday night. The Ravens did lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar Jackson did not play. I mean, he did play against the Chiefs, but he did get hurt in that game. Go ahead and give me Matthew Stafford and the Rams to win this game. They lost to the 49ers in 1st and goal. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams do lose the game in the last minute. A lot of people were mad about that, actually. They're saying, why would he run the ball when Matthew Stafford could have given it to Davante Adams? I don't know, but I could tell you the same answer that the coaches had. We drawed up a play for him, and he just fumbled at the 1-yard line. Hey, this is why I say the Rams choke in big moments. They're like the flippers, all right? If people don't know what I'm talking about, the flippers, go ahead and watch my recent videos on the NBA. And if you still don't want to watch those, I'll go ahead and make a video about it when the season starts. But anyways, go ahead and give me Matthew Stafford and the Rams. No Lamar Jackson. The Ravens will be struggling this season. Derrick Henry, you should have not dropped those balls, bro. Don't drop those balls and you guys would have been good. Go ahead and give me Matthew Stafford and the Rams. All right, you got this game here. You got Drake May, New England versus Spencer Rattler. Hey, you guys lost to a New England team. New England beat a Buffalo team, an undefeated Buffalo. Everybody lost, by the way, in the NFL. Starting from the Eagles to the Chargers and to Buffalo. Everybody got a loss this past week. But Drake May, thank you very much for an absolutely terrible game. I did not expect you to go out here and beat the Buffalo Bills. By the way, Stephon Diggs did play against his former team. Forgot to mention that. Also, Stephon Diggs, I wanted to mention this last week, but I think you have a child with Cardi B. Don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but congratulations. If it's a boy, it's gonna have the same genes as you. If it's a girl, it's gonna have the same genes as Cardi B. But other than that, I don't think this is going to be a great game. It's not going to be a fun game. Go ahead and give me none other than Drake May and the New England Patriots to win this game. I just think they'll go in here and hopefully embarrass the New Orleans Saints, but we'll see. But go ahead and give me Drake May and New England. You got this game here. I want to put a pause on this game. Arizona Cardinals. What happened? Let me refresh your memory if you don't know. You dropped the ball at the 1-yard line for the Titans to come back. The Titans win the game 23-20. Again, I don't know what's worse. Losing to a Saints team or losing to a Titans team. Me personally, Cam Ward was pissed this past week. He called out his team, and he got a win against the Cardinals. I lost that game, unfortunately. If you didn't drop the ball at the 1-yard line dancing in the end zone, you would have won the game easily. But no, of course, you had to do something stupid to act like you're cool and all that and say, I won't drop the ball. You clearly did drop the ball. You had Butterfingers at the end zone when you were dancing. Gosh, these NFL players be pathetic sometimes. How do you drop the ball at the 1-yard line? Please tell me. You wanted to dance? That's all you wanted to do. If I was an NFL player, I would not be dancing until I get into the end zone. I want to point that out. But go ahead and give me Danny Dimes and the Colts. Do I even got to say anything about Danny Dimes and the Colts? Like, they beat the Raiders. The Raiders suck. But, yeah, go ahead and give me Danny Dimes and the Colts to win this game. You got this game here. You got, oh my God, as I just mentioned, the worst team in the NFL. You got Geno Smith and the Raiders versus the Titans. Cam Ward. Now, again, you got two terrible teams here playing against each other. You got Geno, you got Cam. The Colts got their, or not Colts, the Titans got their first win against the Cardinals. The Raiders, they ain't touching another win anytime soon. Everybody wants to blame Geno Smith. Coming into the season, I told you guys Geno Smith sucks, but nobody wanted to believe me. Hey, let me ask you this one question. What's my record? Does it look like I know anything about football? Why do you Raider fans keep coming up to me and saying, why you have a good record? Maybe because I have really good picks. Maybe because I'm the best picker in the NFL. Just saying. 49-27. My friends might make fun of me and say that's not a good record. To you, it's not. And by the way, what's your guys' record? Last time I checked, you guys were 40 losses in like 28 wins. That's not good. That is a terrible record, if you might add. But anyways, go ahead and give me Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans to win this game. This will be a terrible game. But go ahead and give me Cam Ward and the Titans to win this game. You got this game here. You got Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay versus the 49ers. Brock Purdy, he could come back, but they're saying that he might not come back towards the end of the season. So go ahead and give me Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game. I just think that will go in here and play a very good game and win this one. Hey, you made fun of me, by the way, when the Chargers lost. You made fun of me when the Giants beat the Chargers. I'm coming back, and I'm going to make fun of you when you lose to Tampa Bay. And I know for a fact Baker Mayfield will win this game. Brock Purdy ain't played in this game. You gave me all of the beans when Brock Purdy's coming back, and I ain't going to mention it when he's coming back. But you guys may beaten the Rams because the Rams suck for the 49ers. But Baker Mayfield's a good player. So go ahead and give me Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay to win this game. All right, you got this game here. First game for Joe Flacco and the Bengals against none other than Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay did come off of a bye week. I know that. Either way, I do think that Jordan Love and Green Bay will get this win regardless if they had a bye week or not. Go ahead and give me none other than Jordan Love and Green Bay. The Bengals, we'll see what Joe Flacco does. He will be starting. He will be the starter one for the Bengals to win this game. So, yeah. Go ahead and give me Jordan Love and Green Bay. You got this game here. This will be a great game. Unfortunately, the Chiefs suck this season. And unfortunately, for Chiefs fans. Hey, but I'm all happy. Fans around the NFL are mad. Like, the Chiefs are not becoming the Chiefs. You guys know why the Chiefs were being good? And not a lot of people are talking about it? It was not because of actually Mahomes. No. It's because of the refs. That's the real reason why the Chiefs were good. That's the truth. And I'm happy the Chiefs sucked this season. I'm very happy. So go ahead and give me none other than Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. I think that will go in here and play a very good game. We all know that Jared Goff wants to be better than Mahomes or Mahomes. Well, that's not going to happen for the Chiefs. They're not going to win this game. Go ahead and give me none other than Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions to win this game. I just think they'll go in here, play a competitive game, but the Lions win at the end of the day. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, that is my NFL Week 6 predictions. You guys go ahead in the comments and tell me what you guys think. I think these are all going to be good wins for me. You guys go ahead and tell me, and I'll give you guys my final record prediction for next week. So, yeah. Really quick, actually, let me see if we have any more games wanted to mention. Yeah, here we go. Forgot. You got Buffalo Bills, Falcons. Falcons did lose to the Saints. Oh, not the Saints. The New England Patriots, my bad. Go ahead and give me none other than Josh Allen and the Bills to win this game. I don't think the Falcons could get a chance in this one. So, yeah. I think the Bills will come in here and get their win that they needed. So, yeah. This game here, you got Commanders versus Bears. Bears are also having a bye week. But I do still think that Jaden McDaniels and the Commanders could win this game. Caleb Williams and the Bears, just because they had a bye week, don't mean that they're going to be good. They'll have a lot of energy. Don't get me wrong, but I still got Jaden McDaniels and the Commanders to win this one. So yeah, and then I'll give you guys my prediction next week for this. So stay tuned. That will be the end of my channel. So yeah. I'll give you guys my actual predictions next week. And please, guys, comment and tell me what you guys agree with and disagree with. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out. Please like, please follow me on other platforms. Please and thank you. Peace.